How are you doing? My name's Arthur Malashi. Here's my student ID thing. For the first question, it said, what was Constantine's reasoning behind granting the Christians toleration? So, from first, I pulled out from the Edict of Milan. Considering everything that was pertained to the public welfare and security, we thought, among other things pertaining to reference of divinity, ought to be first. Now, anyone who chose Christian religion may do so, freely and openly, without molestation. And the Edict of Milan, it basically said to preserve and prosper our success together with the God. But from the text, when reading from chapter 5 to answer the question 1, the empire was transformed into a new state. It was a new government, new structure, and a rigid economic and social system. A new state religion Christianity gave. It didn't give much info on the toleration, not that I could find, and I kept reading about it, but I kept reading to understand the Christianity. We had to examine both the religious world and Jewish from where it emerged. So I couldn't really figure out from the textbook of the toleration, but I found that one in the Edict of Milan. But for question 2 was, does the Edict of Milan provide any evidence that Constantine had converted to Christianity by 313? For question 2, I didn't find if he converted, but from the reading it stated our purpose is to grant both to the Christians and to others full authority to follow whatever he desires. The way he kept saying the Christians to the Christians, it made me feel, at first I felt like he wasn't one. I didn't feel like he was a part of it, of the faith. But he kept also pointing them out first, involving it towards them, so I kind of started leaning that he is one. So that's what I pulled from there. If question 3, if not, why did he do it, other than what he says? Other motives, by the Edict of Milan, it seemed like he favored the Christians a lot more. He kept pointing them out. And he slowly began to shift the ideological underpinnings of the Roman Empire. But he also said divine favors towards us. So in my opinion, he definitely favored the Christians. He kept pointing them out. Question 4, what happened to Christianity within the empire following this edict? Well, with the Edict of Milan, it began basically a new era of freedom from prosecution and punishments for Christians who had faced oppression from the Roman Empire since the formation about probably 300 years ago. It basically paved the way. This edict paved the way through Christianity throughout the Roman Empire. In my opinion, this was a very important role on Christianity, because it made it legal to practice without having punishments. So that was my opinion on that one.